Hey everybody, today I'm reviewing the Tentsile Connect, and it's a treehouse tent basically. It uses tension from ratchet straps to hold the weight and hold the tent in the air using 3 trees or 3 anchor points, and it's a really neat design. It gets you off the ground, so if you're not wanting to deal with the creepy crawlies, it definitely gets you away from that. Let's see here. This is the Connect, and they have different models that range in different prices. The one that I have all came in that bag there, and has everything in there you need. But anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about the specifications here. It is 12 foot by 12 foot by 9, and essentially is the shape of an arrowhead. This particular model is 45 square feet floor area. It has 4 different doors on it, so they're just zippers that allow you to access the inside of the tent. The bag size is 20 by 8 by 8 inches. It's 12 pounds, so it's not very heavy. It comes with aluminum poles to create the arching effect over the unit. It's made of a tear-resistant insect mesh. Keeps the bugs out. Comes with a fly sheet to protect you from the rain or the wind. It's PU coated waterproof polyester 190D, and it comes in different colors. The model comes in this bright green, the floor of it. So, but the fly sheet you can get in camo, gray. I have the gray color, and any other color that you want, they have available. The floor is a 220D PU coated incline joint polyester nylon composite reinforced with 20 meters of seatbelt webbing, and it comes with ratchet straps. It also says it can have a maximum capacity of 3 adults and their gear, or 2 adults and 2 children. So do not exceed 880 pounds. So this will take a lot of weight. Okay, so here's the setup guide. Basically, like I said, it was an arrowhead shape, and you try to get 3 trees that are pretty triangular shaped. So I've chosen that one, this one here, and this one here, and they say to be between 4 to 6 inches in diameter on the trees. So just make sure you choose something you think can bear the weight. So the straps, it comes with 3 straps, and you just wrap them loop-wise around the tree, and I'll show you how I do that in a few minutes. And then you insert it into the ratchet, and if you don't have experience with ratchets, I'll show you how to feed it through, because I had to do a little learning myself with that. And then you insert the poles once you get it nice and tight, and if you want to put the rain fly on, you can. Totally up to you. You can also connect these together, so if you're camping with buddies, you want to have your tents connected together to help support them, you can in this particular shape. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, as with anything else, you have to be very careful. This could get you really hurt if you're not careful in how you set it up. So pay close attention on what I'm about to show you, and practice a couple times before you actually get in it, and just make sure everything's nice and secure. But it's a neat product, and I'm going to unpack the bag and show you everything that's inside first, and then we'll set it up. Okay. Alright, so this is the main component. This is the tent itself. This is the gray fly sheet, which you can get in different colors. And this is just a rain wind protector. And here we have straps. We have 3 of these, 1 for each point, obviously. Okay. There's the other. And 1 more in here. There it is. Alright. And here's all of our straps. And we have our aluminum poles, which will come in to play later. So first thing we want to do, and we have some extra clips in here for the fly sheet. So I'm just going to toss the bag over there, and I'm going to hook up one of these straps just to show you how this needs to be done. Okay, one end has a loop, so you want to take the loop and wrap it around this tree. I don't know if you can see this, but you kind of want to get this. I'm a little bit uphill here, so this one probably needs to be a little bit lower than those two trees that I'm going to anchor off of. So I'm going to put this one maybe about chest high, and then what you want to do is just pull the strap through. And I hope you can see this. I'm wearing this GoPro, so I'm kind of blind video in here, but anyway, you want to get it, you know, nice and snug so it'll stay there while you prepare the others. So, all right, you want to do the same thing with the others. Now we need to get, I'm going to throw these straps over here. One's going to go, or ratchets there. A ratchet here and a ratchet there. Okay. So this is the actual tent itself. And it just comes with a little piece of fabric there to tie it all together. Just take it off and then unroll it. And you'll see that you'll have 3 hooks. There's a point on it. So I'm going to turn around this way. So the point's here. All right, so now you can see how this is kind of going to work. You got an anchor point there, anchor point here, one here. So what you got to do here, you got to loop this through. You can see how I did that. Just loop it through there, and then put the ratchet through there. Kind of loop it around. Alright. And I like my ratchet to be open with the teeth up. I just like to do that. So what you want to do is get it in an open position like this. Alright. And then you're going to feed the strap through this slot right here. Okay. And you want to make sure that your strap is straight so that it goes in and hooks in there straight. Alright, so just feed it through here and pull as much excess as you can on through, just so it's easy for you. So you don't have to ratchet the entire time. And then you pull this lever up on the back. You see how it's tightening up there. And then it's in a lock position here. And it's all the way down past that metal plate. It's locked. Alright, so I had to pick a new set of trees just because I said it the first time and got lucky, but so this is the 3rd time picking the right trees out, so maybe I've got it right this time. I have this one here, that one there, and then this one here. So That's the most time-consuming part, making sure you have the right trees picked out. So we're coming in at the right angle this time, I believe. We'll see if we can get it. It's a little forgiving, but you really need to have it pulled nice and tight and coming in at the right angle. And I still may be off, to be honest with you. I think I need to be going back in that direction right there rather than this one, because it's going to pull it tight and leave it sagging in the middle. So I think we can go to that one right there and be good. Alright. Okay. I think this might have us in business. The last loop here. Alright. This is where it's nice to have another person, because you can have them pull this tension. Alright, so now we're just going to ratchet it up until we get it nice and flat looking there. Alright. Don't forget to put it in a locked position. That's locked. Okay. That's looking pretty good, and we got it pretty level. I'd say we're good. Just want to go and make sure that these are nice and locked down tight. So that's what keeps you safe. This one's locked. Okay. Alright. So now, that wasn't too bad. Now we just need to get our poles. Let me get those right now. Put you right here. And I'll go ahead and take all this stuff down since working a little bit off from where we were. Okay. So now you'll notice that we have some sleeves here and a sleeve here. And what you want to do is take the poles out of the bag. And it's a well thought out design in the way these are together. So there's a set of them, there's two. And you'll see that the end of this has a foot on it, basically, a ball head that will sit in this on the other side when I push it through. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick it in there and slide it through. And you can hook it together as you go. See how this goes together? Alright, so what I'm going to do is go to the other side and pull it out. Put it in the footing. This is where it's easier to have another person, because they can kind of help you with this as you're feeding it through. But it's doable. It just takes a little bit more time. Okay. So this one goes to the one on the right because they cross. Okay. So what you want to do is it'll stand up. In just a second when I go and put the other end in it. Alright. Alright, see how that's working? And you put this in this footing here, which is a little harder. Okay. Alright, we're good to go right there. So next thing you need to do is get the other one and do the same thing. This one will be a little bit easier, I would think. Just feed it through. It might make more sense to do it when it's laying down and then push them up together. I guess it's just a preference. Alright, it came out the other side over there. So now, let's put this foot in here. Come around to the other side. Do the same thing. Alright. That one was a little bit easier because it was the second one. Alright. So now we got the basis for it here. Now I just want to show you a little bit of the features of it before we put the fly sheet on. Alright, you'll see right here, there's a zipper here. You can zip all the way back. And you can tie these up on the inside here. I don't know if you can tell or not, but you can roll them up. And this little hook on the other side, when this one is unzipped, will come through and hook around it. So you can you roll up both of the sides and hook it through the eye hook there. You can do the same thing on that back side. I'm pretty sure you can just throw it all open. So anyways, you can get in on that side, you can get in on that side, this side, or this side. So there's several ways that you can configure this to whatever you'd like. I mean, you can also adjust this strap here, and I found that I like it a little bit loose if I'm in there by myself, because it doesn't push up into my back. If you have two people in there, it's probably better to have this nice and tight, and then you can kind of section it off so you don't roll to the middle. So that's one of the things I like about it. Now there's this hook here. You can hook a hammock or two under this if you'd like. Totally up to you. I don't have my hammock with me, but I hooked it up the other day and it works cool. We'll unzip this side too. Alright. So now we got it all set up. This side seems to be a little bit lower than the other one. It could just be because of the angle at which I've got it pulled. The front may be able to use a little more tightening, but I'm going to get in from the other side just because it seems to be a little more sturdy. Alright, so the best way to get into this is just kind of turn around, try to jump up into it. Some of the other models have a hatch in the middle where you can climb up through a ladder if you want to get this thing really high. So it's just all about what you want. So here goes nothing. Alright, so I'm in here now. And you can see it's pretty spacious. It does feel like it's leaning a little bit this way, so I could probably have done a better job at finding a better tree setup, but this will work. Alright, you see how there's loops here? You can also use those for hanging lights. Like you have some LEDs to hang up in here, and you can have sort of an ambient light set up in the evening if you'd like to do that. You can also collapse this thing completely away from you so it's open here if you want a nice breeze or whatnot, but we'll zip it up so you can see how closed off it is. I'll come down and get the other one. It does have some straps up here at the front if you want to throw your backpack in there to keep it from sliding down, that works too. You can hang stuff from here too if you'd like. I wouldn't recommend hanging a ton of stuff from that point, but up here you can get away with it because of the brace. But anyway, it's really cool, really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna hop down now and show you how to put the fly sheet on. Just be really careful when you're getting out of this. Okay, so I'm going to get fly sheet here. Like I said, you can get this in different colors. They sent me the gray. And tell right away this goes over the point. Makes a little bit of a challenge if there's a wind, but I'm just going to hook the front up first. You'll see these little hooks here, just attach them together. And then you can attach this here. And you try to do your best to swing this over. It's always nice and fun. But it helps a whole lot, you know, if you're trying to stay warm, if you're in a cold climate, where the wind's blowing or that sort of thing. So I'm going to take this over here behind this. It probably works the best. And then come over here and feed it through. I'll pull this over. Same thing here, a little hook, put it together. And then let's just try to pull it on back. Sorry, I know you probably can't see what I'm doing, but I just adjust that so that it fits together. Alright, that's nice and snug now. You can see that it fastens down nicely from the front all the way to the back to keep the air out. And it has these hooks right here that I was using. And if you have like company or whatever, and you wanted to stake these off, you can create a nice tent underneath. Same thing for these back corners here. You can undo the back corners and create a nice sitting area if you're trying to stay out of the rain, especially if you have a hammock underneath or whatever. So anyways, here's another one you can loop together like that. So there's just several ways you can configure this. It's a pretty cool design. And it gets you off the ground. See how neat that looks? It's really cool. Alright, so that's essentially all that there is to do to get this thing set up. If you practice it, you can probably have it set up in 20 minutes or so. The best thing to do is when you're choosing your trees is try to expand the tent as flat on the ground as possible and pull it in the desired direction towards the trees that you want to use. I didn't do that, but like I said, this is my second time setting it up, and it was pretty easy. I mean, I can do this by myself. I had some help the first time. So if you're looking to buy the Tentsile or Tentsile, not sure which way you pronounce it, you can get it on Tentsile.com, Tentsile. And I'm not sure if they have it for sale on Amazon or not. If they do, I'll list the link below in the video description as well. They also, I believe they plant 3 trees for every product that they sell, so that's a good incentive to buy. So be sure and check them out. Their website is Tentsile.com. And just look at the different models. This is just one. They have several that they sell, which may be more suited for an entire family. But I hope you like it, and enjoy the review. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/prepperology. And thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.